And bam! How's it going, family? How's it going? Once again, it's the Xerox Twins going live for the bereaved, sick, and shut in. Bruh, we always got something going on. What do we have going on today?
Man, listen here. Just like we promised you, man, we're bringing you the best live ever. Where we love, we laugh, and we learn how to live our best lives together. Hey, we got on tonight a special guest, bro. We always call him our queen goddess, man.
Man,
Right?
that feminine energy.
That feminine energy. We are bringing on someone. I call it beautiful, bro. You know what that means?
Beautiful.
That means she's beautiful inside and out.
And outside.
Hey, listen, but we'll have tonight again the best live ever. Hey, we're gonna take a journey through some young times and some good times and some hardships and some mourning and what have you. We're gonna go on a emotional journey tonight because hey man, we are. If you see, you know what I'm saying in the caption, the title of
Man,
this.
it's pretty deep title, man.
Pretty this type.
Yeah.
But listen, but bruh, this is our experience of learning and learning how to live life to the best of our ability. And this is why we have this show, man.
Man, yeah.
Right.
We
To
bring
mature,
people
right?
on. Yeah, we bring people on to give examples
Mhm.
on how to get through certain plights in life.
Exactly. You know what I'm
know.
saying? We bring on the resources, right? The entertainment. We bring on, you know what I'm saying, the businesses, the experience, life experiences, bro. Man,
Yes,
listen,
indeed.
the educators and what have you.
Man, my favorite word is the philosopher.
And the philosophers as
Yeah,
well.
the lovers of words.
Exactly. Again, family,
Some
we're
people,
here,
some
man.
people just like to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We understand that, right? Again, we're here doing the best live ever. Again, what we love, we laugh. And we learn how to live our best lives together, bro. Without further ado, man, listen, you already know. We don't introduce them, but again, man, listen, when y'all see of the beauty, y'all would understand where we're coming from. When we tell you that our women, our ladies, is the epitome of life itself.
Life itself.
Right? Again, bro, I always say, man, if we can get them to understand that, oh, look at
We
here.
wouldn't have no problems in our world. Boy,
Exactly.
I tell you.
Again, but without further ado, we're going to allow her to come on and introduce herself. Why, bro?
Man, we gotta let her introduce herself because she know herself better than we know her.
All right, man. Come on in here.
Let's see what's going on.
How you doing?
All is
All right.
well. All is well.
Yes, indeed. More love, more love. You got it. You got
Wow. Again,
Hello.
family. Did I not tell you? You know what I'm saying? The beauty presents itself.
it. Right.
Tell us who you are
Okay.
and why you're here.
My name is Cherie Tyler. Some know me by Cherie Phillips. I grew up with me in Fort Worth. I went to Dunbar High School, grew up in the Fort Worth community. I'm here tonight. We're going to talk about I lost my son as well as Twin lost his
Right.
daughter,
Yes.
and we're just going to talk about grief, uh, the stages of grief, how to deal with grief, giving my advice to him, and just some words of encouragement to others out there dealing with grief. And we're just gonna love on one another.
Man, that's what it's
That sound
about.
good?
Yeah.
Again, hey family, y'all listen. Make sure you like, share, and follow on Xerox Twin social media. That's Xerox Star with a Z
And ends with
and
a
ends
Z.
with a Z. Y'all make sure that you put the likes, the hearts, bro.
Man,
We
you
even
know,
got
we-
the stars and
yeah.
all that. Make sure that you
Yeah.
make comments. We want you
Comments
to get
is most important.
exactly.
Yeah.
We want you guys to get involved. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, if you know someone, or you should be on this show, of course, we are the paparazzi, right?
You are the celebrity.
We are
We're
the celebrities. Again, we're here for the betterment and the upliftment of fallen humanity. So again, family, we need you or your support, brother. I say support.
I think you said support. this
Support,
time.
I think you
support,
did too.
support. That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Support is better than unity. Why? Because I don't have to be with you to support you. Right? So again, we must make sure and understand that we must deal and do what is needed
What's
in order
necessary,
for
what we
us.
deem is necessary.
in order for us to together make a better life for each other. So again, Hey,
There
we're gonna have a
I guess
sit down.
It's time to have a sit
And
down.
man, listen, we're gonna get to know Miss Cherie a little more, a little better.
Yes.
All right
let's,
then.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
Let's wrap a taste.
Listen.
Yes, indeed.
All right,
Make
family.
sure you get close.
Again,
Okay, that's
yes. Cherie,
yes. Let's talk.
you know, man, listen, boy, one wouldn't know and one wouldn't understand, right? The I want to say the blessing of being able to be raised, reared, and geared in Stop Six, Texas.
Ooh, man. She said she's
Listen.
from Stop Six.
This Stop
Carver
Six,
Heights.
Texas, Carver Heights.
Carver Heights.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Again, family. You know what I'm saying? Stop Six here in Fort Worth.
Yes.
We are known as we're notorious in a sense, but again, I believe, bro, we probably the only we are the only community
Mhm.
that was first the so-called black.
Germinated germinated by the original people
Right.
in this area.
Right. In other words, you know what I'm saying? It was us before it was them. Right. And so all over everywhere else, of
So
course.
in other words, it's one of those well when Stop Six never had white flight.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really?
Never had white flight.
I didn't know
That was
that.
never there. We had,
Yeah.
like I say, we were we the original people that germinated Stop Six.
Right.
The other poly,
Right.
even Eastwood,
Eastwood as well.
yeah,
Right.
they were already and I don't like to use that. The Caucasians was living in those areas before
Right.
the white flight, and
Yeah.
they
when-
moved out.
Yeah. We
So
start
Stop Six is
migrating
original.
and
As a
moving
matter of
in.
fact, you heard of Amanda.
Right.
Miss
Yes.
Amanda was the first to quote unquote establish herself in those woods at
Really?
that time.
Mm-hmm.
That's
didn't know
where
that.
Amanda.
Right.
That's why it's one of the most known streets in the Stop Six area.
Right.
Then after they come in with Booker T. Washington. After they basically infiltrated, you understand? After
Mhm.
naming her, I mean
Right.
naming that street,
Mm-hmm.
because and then after that, they started putting other. Uh, when Martin Luther King Center went when they put that up,
Right.
yeah, when they started doing that stuff, so they started naming other streets.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But Miss Amanda is an original name for the
Right.
lady
Mhm.
that germinated in that area.
Awesome. I didn't know
Right.
that.
It's-
Good to
Yeah.
know.
Of course, and of course, you guys know where. If you didn't know where Stop Six comes from, again, even the name itself is because of the sixth stop or
Six
the
stop.
last stop.
Well, it was the last stop. It was like you better get off
Off the train.
off the train at the
Yeah.
sixth stop,
Right.
and it was
Okay.
just
But then too, bro. But that was probably probably wasn't the last stop, but it was probably the
that's
one
the
that
last stop that you would
you
get off before
better
you
get
go
off
into
on.
the sundown
Right,
town.
exactly.
So the
Before you go
sundown
into
town would be after
what was that?
that.
Hanley, I
Hanley.
think Hanley or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah, it was the sundown town. So
again.
it was. Why are you sitting and speaking of that?
Uh
And we're gonna get to the program.
huh.
I believe this is where the fright of Stop Six come from, because sometimes if you're the fish in the fish bowl, you don't really see everything that's going on. But if you're on the outside of the bowl, you like the fish tank, you can see everything that's going on.
Mhm.
And for the life of me, I could never vision how Stop Six got such a notorious name. You follow me? I couldn't vision. I guess I was
Well, bro, I
in.
believe because they were a different type of people. They was more Stop Six even today is more together. One of the things, man, listen, Stop Six, the guys in Stop Six made federal history, and what I mean by that
Oh
is
yeah.
they had a ring of uh, incarcerated that did not tell on nobody,
Mm,
and 98% conviction rate in the federal penitentiaries because most would either tell
yeah.
or they would plead.
Mhm.
So again, but boy, these guys they took it down. So they made a history.
You
So Stop
taking that
Six is
L
just
by themselves,
the
basically.
camaraderie
Mhm.
of Stop Six, man, made it what it was. And we got names like Slick and
Man,
man,
Maddox.
Heart
Billy,
Attack.
Billy Ray Maddox. boy. Yeah.
Man, listen, we got a lot of different names that we can speak on, like Moochie and what have you. And of course, we can't forget. You know what I'm saying? The Flying Wildcats of Dunbar, right? The pride. You see, that's what it was. The Stop Six pride
Right.
is what makes Stop Six what it is.
And also in Carver Heights. Um,
Uh,
I didn't even know that. One day I was a friend of mine. They were bringing me home,
right.
and I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Stock." They're like, "No, you're from Carver Heights." I'm like, "Carver Heights."
but you know,
No.
really and truly, if you think about it, in that area, it's just a small area, a couple of
Right.
streets down. But in that area, we had the most success
Well, they was
to
the
come out
teachers.
of
We call it
the
what
Oh yeah, the
teachers.
teachers,
Yeah,
the
the teachers,
principals,
the
the
principals,
Right.
and
doctors.
you had the coaches down there. I mean, you know, and
Mhm.
then that's where the Martin Luther King Center was.
It was
Right.
on
You,
Truman.
so in all reality, that you know what I'm saying, it's almost that was the mecca
Right. But then too, I
of
believe that's where the first projects or the apartments that used to be there as well.
right
I mean, they probably torn down way
where
before we
before
were
we born
born,
or whatever.
but
Yeah,
still they was there as well. But
yeah.
y'all don't know nothing about Stop Six. Y'all don't know
Man,
nothing about.
that's great history, man. We had to run down through there to get a total and to learn. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Right.
We learn things.
Mm-hmm.
Man. So
Carver, man. Truman, uh, Eisenhower.
Eisenhower.
What's the
I had
name?
a, I
No
had a good
names down
friend
through
that
there.
lived on Eisenhower. I used
Right.
to go to her house.
We call it the presidential. Man, listen, because a lot of the streets were named after presidents.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
then you go up into the other areas. You got
Yeah.
Booker T. Washington, Bethune.
Bethune.
Yeah.
Right.
what was-
Truman.
yeah. And
Right.
yeah. So those were president wives.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Again,
So
family, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? On the best live ever. Hey, man, we educate.
we
you
learning a
guys,
little something
right? We
today.
informate you. Right.
I learned
But
something.
tonight, again, we have, you know what I'm saying? Our goddess, our queen goddess in
Mhm.
between us. And
Yes,
you
sir.
know, you got to be special to come between the twins.
Twins, boy, you got to be.
Feel the love. Feel the love.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Hey, listen, we're going to get into this because we want to learn more
Mhm.
about Miss Trees because we know and understand that, hey, this is what it's about us learning, loving, and hey, we're going to have a laugh or two while doing so.
Yeah, and of course, if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. Any comments, feel free to post. Basically, I just want to
Right.
make mention of that so
Exactly.
people can engage with our main objective is to get our people to engage
Right.
constantly, not just just because it's a subject they know something about.
Mhm.
You
Right.
follow me, or they want to be belligerent about some subjects that we speak about. Because one thing about me and Twin, we had to learn
Mhm.
that you can do 99 things right,
I would do one thing wrong.
one thing
Oh,
wrong,
believe me, I know.
and people would throw you completely, or they'll throw you completely away.
Run
You
you
know what I'm
over.
saying? So even with that, I'm just bringing to the attention that hey, we're not gonna. Me and Twin, we twins, and we don't always agree
Right.
wholeheartedly.
Right.
So our main objective is to, you understand, to bring it because everything is whether it's favorable or unfavorable,
Mhm.
we all can learn from it.
That's it.
Yeah,
You
and
know
so
what I'm
that's what it is.
Hey, Stop Six Rays, tell us a little bit about your upbringing.
Let
Right.
me see. Let's see where it started on 1704 Cravens Road, right off the service road. Y'all know where the Zoom In is?
Yeah.
Famous Zoom In?
Yeah.
Rosedale 820?
Yeah.
I was two
yeah.
houses down off the service road.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
that's
right
where
past the ditch.
right there. I used to walk to school every day after
You know
school.
how we know what the ditch is?
How?
We used to travel that ditch.
What?
Yeah.
We used to travel, man. We used to travel through up on all the
Up under
ditches.
ground.
Yeah,
No
as a matter of
way.
fact, you see this
Oh,
in the
no,
middle of
you
my
did.
forehead? Twin got one on side of his eye. When we were young, we had they had made ditches. They actually paved the
Mhm.
ditches, and we were riding our tricycles, and he
There
followed
you
me
went.
down. I went first, and he followed me down, and
Who's the
got to-
oldest?
uh,
Who's the oldest? Y'all not gonna tell? Oh, come on.
He
Was-
came
was
out
it-
first.
He came out first.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
but he's the oldest.
She didn't get that.
she,
You know what
didn't
I'm
get
saying?
that.
Okay.
We always
okay.
say biologically or scientifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scientifically, I'm the oldest,
I got you.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I pierced the egg and he broke off from me
Okay.
as the sperm,
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
again,
That's where they go.
you know,
Okay.
So most of the time, that's where they go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So did you man, we went to Emmett Walton. What
I went to Emmett Walton.
No, you
Emmett
Yes,
didn't.
I
Walton.
did.
So she was, you know, bro, we was the the generation that got bust.
Well, no, so no,
I got
we
bused in third grade to South Hills
oh,
because they didn't have
South
third
Hills.
grade.
Wow.
But from
Mm.
kindergarten all the way to fourth grade, I had Miss Clay, I had Miss Reese, I had all
Yeah,
the
Miss
Yeah,
Reese.
Miss Reese.
all the
Boy,
yes,
we just saw Miss Reese
yes,
not too long ago.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
Miss
absolutely.
Reese. We just saw her
that
not
was
too
your
long ago.
homeroom teacher, what? Miss
Yeah,
Reese,
uh-huh,
and
Miss
then you had
Reese.
Miss
Mhm.
Miss Gann.
No,
Gan-
no, Miss Gann, that was in elementary. That was in fourth grade. But
that was Emmett Walton. Right?
no, that was at
Edward McDonald?
McDonald, right?
Oh, okay.
And so
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Miss Johnson. I remember over there at M. Walton.
She was the principal.
No, the principal when we got there was Miss
Miss
Walton.
Walton. It was
It was
Emmett
Miss
Walton.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, she was
And
on her way
then
out.
Mr. Woodard,
Yes.
right? Mr. Woodard.
Mhm.
So when we got there, it was still Rosedale Park,
Okay.
and it changed to M. Walton while we were there.
Mhm.
Right? See, we the ones that planted those trees in the front of it.
Man.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
remember
that,
that.
man,
So we
yeah.
planted the trees. But yes, M. Walton.
Emmett Walton, Dunbar, 5th and 6th, 7th and 8th, and then the rest- all of it. Yeah. All of it.
Really?
100%.
Oh, wow.
Man,
Ain't that something?
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah,
as a
we
matter of
missed
fact,
the 7th and 8th.
when we was when we were shorties, we went to Dunbar High.
Mhm.
Yeah, we was the first to start the when the girls
The
get
children
pregnant.
program.
Yeah, when the girls get pregnant, they had the they bring the children
The
to school.
parents and
What was that called?
Somebody New Lives?
New Life. Well, New Life. That's what they had at Dunbar. They had when the students would have
Mhm.
children at an early age,
Mhm.
they were able to bring them to the
To school.
daycare. That was a daycare.
it was daycare.
It was daycare at the school, and we was the
Mm.
ones that started the program.
Mhm.
We was the start of the program.
I
So,
got
Right.
you. I
mhm.
got you.
Right.
So yeah, so we started out there.
Oh, okay then. Yeah. So again, you man, listen. Boy, look at here. You said what South Hill? What was it?
Well, see, in what was the third grade? For some reason, they didn't have third grade at Walton, and so they
Right.
bused us to South Hills, which was a
Mhm.
totally different.
Wow.
Yeah, we used to have to catch the bus. I used to get teased. and,
Ain't that
yeah,
something?
my grandmother
So I
came up
thought
to
you
the
would
bus
probably
stop.
end up being at
South Hills
Hanley or
is
something.
South Hills is up on
It was like the Hewlin area,
up to McCord.
west, like it was west
Yeah.
side,
Wow.
like southwest, I guess you would say.
Why ain't that
Yeah,
something?
that's a long ride.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather had the Jackson's Antique Dunbar 6th grade. Somebody.
Wow. Oh, she says.
Jackson's Antique.
Oh, she's talking about the store.
I don't
Wow.
remember that. Where was that one at?
Yeah, but that I mean,
They had a lot of little mom and pa.
Mm-hmm.
the
You
store.
knock on the back of the door,
Right.
And
Yeah.
man,
As a matter of fact, my mom was telling us the lady that she had a club right there on the corner of Andrew and Elgin was one named us. Yeah, on Andrew and Elgin.
oh, okay.
But of course, we had coaches. No, coaches was well, it stopped 6, but still. Mr. Irvins, you don't know nothing about that. Though.
I
I know you don't
Mr.
know. nothing about Irvins.
That'll be the store that was on the corner up there off of Truman,
Truman and
Stallcup.
Install Cup, right? Mr.
Mhm.
Irvins and
It's not down.
right. And
Yeah,
so
it's not down
we was at the Stop 6 Center before it changed to Martin Luther King.
It was Stop
But
6
again,
Center.
hey man, it's not about us. This is about you, right? So your schooling there. right?
Mhm.
Your upbringing.
Yes, I was raised by my grandmother and grandfather.
Okay,
Got respect. So
really?
yeah, Hazel
Okay.
and
That's what
Frank.
it is.
Yeah, my grandfather worked for Bell Helicopter, and my grandmother worked for Mitchell Boulevard. She was a cook.
Mitchell
What?
Boulevard.
Ain't that
Yeah,
something?
when they used to cook the food,
Yeah.
not this warm up stuff.
Not them warm up. I
Like
know
she
that's
cooked.
right.
She was a wonderful
Wow.
cook.
Well, that's when actually we had more jobs. I mean, no, we didn't have jobs.
Hmm.
We were doing more of our entrepreneur and what they end up doing because you was talking about your grandfather work with Bear Helicopter
He did. He started
Mhm.
off as a janitor,
as a
and
janitor.
he worked his way up.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, he
Mhm.
Yeah.
retired after 30 something years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, because back in those days, uh, what they end up doing is bringing us in to the job market
Hmm.
with
Mhm.
better paying jobs or whatever, get us off of what we had going on,
Yeah,
the
we had our own farming.
entrepreneurship.
We was doing our own farming and everything.
Right.
So, man, you just think about Harriet Tubman.
Mm-hmm.
She worked for the railroad,
Hmm.
and also Malcolm X worked for the railroad. He was like a porter.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So they used those people. They was basically abolitionists.
Hmm.
They was taking the people from the South up north to work for those big industries. So
Mm-hmm.
they was taking employees up there to work for those big industries.
Hmm.
And when they take them from the South, they'll be leaving their farms, their homes, and their land.
Hmm.
So when they go up north, they don't have the rights to the land when they come back.
Oh yeah,
You follow me?
I do.
So this is our way of us losing our land and our stronghold, you understand, on our communities as well.
Hmm.
And it was, it's good. It was good at that time to be,
Well, they were trying to better
considered
themselves. They were
that.
trying to live a
Yes,
better life.
Right.
they were bettering themselves, right?
Hmm.
But you you take the strength from
Yeah.
the whole
So
from the
yeah, in other
community.
words, right. They better themselves by but not the community.
Community, yeah,
Right.
they weaken the community. They get
Exactly.
strong by themselves, but they
Right.
weaken the
Mm-hmm.
community.
Hmm.
And so these are things that people they can't phantom that Harriet Tubman was an actual railroad conductor or she was on the railroad, an abolitionist to move, you understand, our people up north so that they don't have stakes to the land anymore.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hate go that way. But even the flood of uh, in New Orleans, Katrina,
Hmm.
those people were removed from their land. And if they don't go back, then they lose the land
Right.
rights.
I watched a documentary on
You watched the doc,
it.
it was terrible.
It was.
Yes, it
Mm-hmm.
was. And now you see, they use the water to move those people, but
Hmm.
they use Harriet Tubman to move these people.
Hmm.
You
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
understand, and Malcolm X. So
Right.
they was feeding a lot of people up there. Just another one of those history things for
I love
people to
it.
start looking into. And
Absolutely.
we have to understand, like that's why I like the learning.
Yeah, you
I,
have to
I
know where
like
you
the
come from.
learning thing. Yeah, and we got to know. Um, stop six. If we own in this land, we need to hold on to it. You understand? Hold on to your land. And people say they gonna never make more land.
That's true.
So just hold on to whatever we have because slowly but surely
Hmm.
it's slipping away from us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is what we start moving up and we're moving out.
Yeah. So what high school did you go to? I've heard that. What high school?
Dunbar.
You went to
You went to
Dunbar.
I
Dunbar.
went to
All
Dunbar.
right.
I
Right.
did.
Yeah.
I did. I went for ninth, 10th, and then, I was a knucklehead
Uh-oh.
and had some things going on in my personal life. And so I went to Jesse Jackson. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, we
It
remember
was on
that.
Lancaster.
That was the alternative school.
Oh, okay
Do
then.
y'all say Lancaster or Lancaster?
Lancaster.
Because that's how I know people.
Well, Lancaster is in Dallas.
Right.
Lancaster is in Fort Worth.
Okay,
Right.
because
Yeah,
I
because
say
it was.
Lancaster.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
Lancaster.
It's
Yeah.
Burt Lancaster,
Right.
not Burt
So
Lancaster.
I went to a school. It was called Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
And I received my GED from there.
Wow.
And from there, I went to cosmetology school and never looked back.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I remember
Awesome.
Dumbo had a
Yeah.
cosmetologist. over there as well.
They did. I wish
Yeah.
I would have taken advantage
Man,
of it.
listen,
but
boy, she was boy, listen. What was her name? What was that? I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was something, you know what I'm
She
saying?
was
Right.
rather the show.
Exactly.
She was a show.
Exactly.
Everywhere she went,
I
she
remember
was
she
nice.
seen Twin and I walking in the hall.
Hallway.
Yeah, and she stopped and said, "Boy, I don't know what y'all do, but I know y'all do something. I need y'all to be on my talent show." I said, "Okay then."
Mhm.
But anyways, of course, we was on the talent show. Of course, we was rapping and stuff back then, and dancing, of course. So GD
yes,
went
GD.
on and
Forward
because
City
of
School.
talent,
Forward
right?
City School. I started doing hair when I was 14. I would like do my friend's hair.
Yeah.
My grandmother actually pressed hair, like our neighbors, our hair, and I would mark her. And I would go actually to Weber Garden.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I
I
had a
got
good friend, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Girl, come down here and do some hair." And so I had like 3 Marcells, and I would get this spritz called
And
Pump
what's
It
that?
Up.
Them the
Pump
curlers,
It
right?
Up.
Yeah, I give
The
me some Pump It
Marcells
Up.
was the best ones at that time.
I had some
Right.
Marcells. I knew how
Marcel.
to use them.
Mhm.
And I get me some gel.
Right.
I go do freezes and finger waves.
What?
Oh, so that's how she knows about the finger wave. She was like,
Yeah.
boy, when I see
Well,
his
well, you
hair
know, bro.
dirty.
I mean, my
Yeah, I
thing
did
is,
have the finger waves.
hey,
though, for real.
yeah, I know you,
Yeah,
but
but I
ain't
was
Like,
that
good hair.
something? So even now, I mean, do you still enjoy? Do you still love what you're doing?
I do, and I
Okay.
think even those times, I started out doing hair $15, whatever, dyeing hair with Kool-Aid, all kind of stuff.
What?
Oh yeah,
Oh, what? Is that
dying hair.
possible? Oh, it's possible.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Look,
then.
don't do that at
Don't
home.
do that.
Just don't do it with the sugar in it.
Right, not the sugar.
Not with the sugar.
But it just truly gave me a foundation, and it
Okay.
keeps me humble. I think. I
Right.
know where I
So
come from.
was that a childhood passion or something that you just your craft that you just honed and you kept on going and made money with
I think a little bit of both.
it? A
I
little bit of
think
both.
again, I watched my grandmother. I always loved fashion, hair, clothes. That was always my thing. Like
Oh,
Okay.
that's what it was. It was just in you. It was
it
Right.
just it
was.
was just in you. And
Right.
and
Yeah.
a lot of times, we pick it up naturally.
Right.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It's just a natural thing, and that's what you say genius is.
Yeah, yeah. I
Genius
think
is knowing without learning.
but nothing is more beautiful than one who's willing to beautify others. And
Yeah.
that is that, and like I say, that's quite the thing.
Mhm.
Quite the thing. Look
Yeah.
at she like that hair too.
Yeah, I do. Be in place. Be in place.
Ain't that something? So tell me a little bit about
Sashay.
the difference of the hairstyles in the different times, or even with the price. You said, you know what I'm saying,
Oh
$15
yeah,
or
back then
whatever.
it was $10, $15. Even there's barbers now.
Right.
A
Oh
haircut
man.
used to be $10.
Man, that's
$20.
boy. Listen here.
Mm.
That's why I wear
Now it's
braids. Man, they so expensive nowadays.
now
Man.
it's
Boy,
$50.
ain't that
50 bucks
something?
for a haircut?
Man, listen.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't even get that for a yard.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like my relaxers. I mean, you gonna, come
Don't
on.
pay it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Man.
So
Yeah,
was
but-
you in the
but-
curl area? Did you
Jerry
No,
curl.
I
You wasn't-
never. No, I actually wanted a Jerry curl. My grandmother would never let me get one.
wouldn't do it?
She
huh?
knew. She know the repercussions.
Right.
Yeah, she did. She knew it. And
wouldn't
and
let
we
me.
should have realized it when our black hair started turning red, sandy, and dusty.
Right.
We thought-
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it started tanning the hair out.
Mhm. Especially when you
Because
get
you
in that
have to
swimming
think
pool
about-
and you
Yeah, and we
And
used to
it's
say
stupid.
that the sun after you get out the swimming pool, that chlorine that was in the pool water, in the sun mixing, and we thought that was tanning it out, but we have to realize those relaxers
Right.
are actually relaxing the follicles and the strength of the hair.
True, because it does. It breaks the cuticle down.
It breaks it
Right.
completely down,
Mhm.
and so
Right.
And when they're
um,
misused, let me say that.
Okay.
yeah.
You know,
Okay.
when they're misused, because when they're used correctly, because I still do relaxers.
Oh
And
wow.
I have clients with hair down their back, beautiful.
Okay.
Yes.
But a lot of times they're overused,
Mhm.
Exactly.
they're not used correctly, and that's when you have the problem.
And that's why you have to do the cosmetology school.
Right.
And I used to, shun it because I know that our
Mhm.
babies, they
Mhm.
come out braiding hair at age 3.
Mhm.
And when they touch hair, that's what they trying to do from the beginning.
Mhm.
Then playing with the little dolls and stuff like that. And my way of looking at cosmetology school was the politicians wanted our babies to, well, our young women
Mhm.
to get a tax ID number to pay taxes
Mhm.
if they doing it at home or not, and make
Mhm.
them, because when they get that tax ID number,
Mhm.
now you're you're apt to break the law. If you didn't have the number, you
Right.
can't break the law.
True.
You follow me?
I do.
So every time we go and we sign a contract, then that is a contract to not break the law, to do something illegal.
Mhm.
That's the contract to do something illegal. Without the contract, you can't do nothing illegal.
Right.
So this is, a learning, once again, a learning
Mhm.
thing, that bullseye.
Mhm.
We have to pay attention to the contracts that we sign. And I always use the word sign, SIGN. The G is silent and it's sin.
Hmm.
Every time you sign a contract, think about the Gnostic reason for doing it. That's what G stands for, Gnostic. And note that you're sinning against your freedom. And so that's what it is.
So
Everything
tell me
contract.
this: how do you look at,
Mhm.
because now the beauty, not just the beauty schools, but the
Mhm.
beauty supply stores,
Okay.
right, are using that our people. How do you view that, and why is it like that, or how can we get back to that?
As far as the beauty supplies,
Right, right.
break that down a little bit. Like,
Well, I mean, you can't. It used to be a time when we
Mhm.
was. I mean, I remember
Mhm.
when doing nails was the thing,
Okay.
and all of the women, that was a thing. I'm gonna go do nails
Mhm.
and do hair and
Right.
to beautify each other.
Mhm.
And so we have more of the Asians or whatever they are. I don't even
Mhm.
know what they are, coming in and taking over even our beauty supply stores where, uh, I mean, they
Man,
are also known for
Mhm.
the
that,
beauty, yeah.
and to the point where we're forced out of that
There was them Dukes, remember the Dukes?
Calvin Dukes,
Calvin Dukes
right,
and all them. Yeah, they had the big, they were supplying
Mhm.
most of the beauty
right,
supplies.
Mhm.
You understand? And they was they was well known family for that.
right.
And a lot of people gave them homage. They made sure that they went and bought from them.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And then we had this big flux, a big flood
Mhm.
of these Asians coming through. And
Mhm.
what's his McCall? Did you know? The Blue Beauty Supply.
I
Yeah,
shop there.
McCall. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and they just monopolized and just move where all you can do is provide a service,
Right.
but not the product. You follow me? So
Oh
this is what
yeah.
he's asking. Did you see the change? Um,
Well, I was, again, I was born in '78. I'm 47, and I just remember growing up, remember going to the beauty supplies, and they were, um, I saw the Asian,
Oh
community
mhm.
taking
wow.
over. I do remember this one beauty supply store. It used to be on Miller. It was a black owned Betty's Beauty Supply, something like that.
Oh, they might. No, Miller right there.
Right there on Miller, by not too far from
Right
like the
there.
railroad. And
Yeah, that's no, that's the them
what?
dude.
That was them dudes. That
Oh,
was
Right.
was
them
that them?
dudes.
What
Okay.
punch on
Yeah,
that people name?
I thought it
Um,
was called Betty's Beauty Supply.
it probably was one of the mother's name,
Uh
but
huh.
right.
that was their
Uh huh.
beauty supply that you're
Hmm.
I
speaking of.
remember that, and I just remember them phasing out, and I can't tell you
Yeah.
why.
Right.
And then
Hmm.
I just remember we used to go to this one off of Lancaster and what is that, Oakland? It was called $7 store.
Oh, okay, then it's $7.
Hmm.
Okay, then.
Store, and then they had, it was like more, and I just think it's one of those things is supply and demand,
Right.
and then
Hmm.
just who can get the bulk of it and can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Oh
so
yeah, they
that's what
come in
they
and
learned. They
monopolize.
learned they paid double what the store is worth,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that if they phase them out,
Mm-hmm.
then they'll get, you know,
Hmm.
4 times as much as what
Mm-hmm.
they paid
Right.
for at
Mm-hmm.
eventually,
Right.
and it's just unfortunate.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
highly
But
unfortunate,
I
but
will
it's
say
just,
this, not to interrupt you, but
mm,
we have to, patronize, but sometimes our customer service is bad.
Hmm.
Sometimes we don't have everything that is needed when they can. It's
And
just,
Right.
this is
it's
why we
about
start off our slogan with love. You got to love them. You don't like nobody that much. You follow me?
right.
But you still got to love them through, the inconsistencies.
Right.
You follow me? You
do.
still got to love them through that. I mean,
But
just
I
like
mean,
family.
you know and understand why our it's bad, right? It's bad because we're not taught no different.
Yeah.
We're taught to be bad,
Yeah.
right? When we go to the
Through that
educational
system.
systems
Yeah,
and
through
what
that
have you.
But I
system.
think a lot of this stems back from even back our ancestors, like
I,
We
I,
didn't get
I
that experience. We only got there. We only got what they told us, and when
Mhm.
they was telling us, we visualized certain
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
We never got the trauma.
you don't think so?
We never got that trauma. I think it's a false settle. It's a false sense
Mm-hmm.
that you know
Mhm.
that we have obtained
right, because
through visual
their
and
service is
audio.
bad too, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we forgive them. We don't. We'll go back to them until they get it right. But we don't do that for our people.
Right.
So
Why is that? Because
And
like we
because
said
we was taught,
earlier,
Mhm.
99, you can do 99 things
Right.
right, and you do
Mhm.
one thing wrong.
Because we always, I mean, we are geared not to like one another. Of
Mhm.
course, from the media, uh, everything is
yeah,
geared for us.
even
Yeah.
different sides of towns, we separate ourselves.
Mhm.
You
Right.
follow me? So they have learned how to make us separate ourselves um, instead of being
Mhm.
Mhm.
one,
Right.
one tribe,
Mhm.
one tribe. I say original.
Right.
That's why I say when people ask me and Twin, what tribe y'all from or whatever,
Mhm.
we don't claim tribe.
Mhm.
We just claim to be the original people. And if I'm original and you original, then we're the same people.
Mhm.
But if I say I'm Cherokee and you Chickasaw, you understand, then we have separated ourselves up once again.
Mhm.
So if we both original, then we conduct ourselves that way and we can stay cohesive and navigate, through this world together.
Mhm.
But other than that, they have taught us how to do the separation thing. And it's
Mhm.
been,
It's unfortunate.
yeah, it's unfortunate
Mhm.
Mhm.
because they did it in their educational school program. Well, it's a program.
Mhm.
Yeah, they programmed us that way, and it was intentional, and that's what's happening. So we have the repercussions of these things,
Mhm.
and we can even look at the state taking over the school system now.
I just heard about that.
Right.
Yeah, and so what people not realizing that that education school system was set up by the Rockefellers and all of those people that wanted to they run factories, Fords and all of that.
Mhm.
They were educating our students to work for them, work for these industries.
Mhm.
So this is another thing that we have to pay attention to. So now our our people don't want to work for them.
Mhm.
And so down they telling us we sorry, we lazy, we don't want to work. It's not that we don't want to work. We
Mhm.
don't want to work for them. You follow me? So this right here is another, black eye on our society and on our people. So until that's why me and Twin, we have these type of shows so that we can start little by little.
Yes.
And I would
Bringing
say,
awareness.
yeah, and I always say a drip will soon fill a tub. So we drip a little here, drip a little there. Then sooner or later we're gonna be overflowing
I like
Right.
it.
with
So tell me
information.
this about our young women coming up
Okay.
doing hair.
Okay.
Is it more? Is it? Are you seeing more of it now or less? What is it? Because we know that. I
Mhm.
mean, they taking all of our
Vocational.
program of vocational programs and stuff out of
Mhm.
our
Mhm.
schools and what have you.
Mm.
Mhm.
Is it the same with the hair products or doing hair?
Mhm.
Because it seems like they're not getting it in school. It's like when you finish and then you figure out that's what you want to do.
I just feel like it's just the industry has changed altogether.
Hmm.
Um, when I started, again, I went to Fort Worth Beauty School, and when I went, it was segregated. You had the blacks over here, with the Asians over here, you had the Hispanics over here
Wow.
within the school, and so I made it.
What?
Oh yeah, it was, and this was in the late '90s.
Are you serious?
It was,
Mm.
yeah, and so I made it my business to learn all types of hair. I didn't want to just learn black hair,
Right.
and so when I first got to school, I was a shampoo girl for 3 years. And I
Mm.
worked at really elite, nice,
Right.
upscale, mostly Caucasian salons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard work.
Really?
It was.
It was. I kind of like, it reminded me of The Help. Have you ever seen that movie, The Help?
Yes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, I empty trash, I clean bathrooms, I shampoo hair,
Mm.
And then from there, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I went to school to do hair. And then I kind of bounced around until I found my niche and where I fit in.
Mm-hmm.
But let me say this too. I also worked in all black salons. I felt like I didn't fit in there either. I wasn't ghetto enough. I wasn't. So I had that experience too. So
Yeah.
it was
Uh-huh.
like finding that right place.
Right.
So after that, I got married, moved away to North Carolina, really started educating myself. I went to New York to an academy, came back to Dallas to an academy, ended up moving back to Fort Worth, built my business, and I've been going ever since. But as far as the hair industry as a whole, it's changed in a way of people charge more, I find, in the younger sometimes, and they give you less. So you see these videos on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
where people are complaining. Like, I go and make an appointment online, the customer service is bad, they
Mhm.
charging me more, my hair is falling out, I'm not getting this. Like, it's just like, what happened to
Wow.
the customer service, the talking to the clients and making sure that they're, you can slap a wig on. I'm not knocking the wigs, but
Mhm.
what about their hair under the wig?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. So you see that kind of stuff on social media and what have you. But it's just, it's just customer service, like
Customer service.
one on one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that most people don't understand customer service mainly because
They
they don't,
don't.
because they're not business owners.
No.
You won't respect customer service until you have a business where you have to deal with
Yes.
those.
The loss
right.
of the business.
And I
Exactly.
had
Yeah.
mine for 10 years, my
Okay.
own.
That's awesome.
Wow.
And I started it with, a little bit of nothing, but
Wow.
I thank God I had, 10 years and it soared, and COVID came, and, my son passed away, and,
Mhm.
life happens, and I closed it down. I'm in a suite now that I love. It's just me. I have a suite mate. I go, I do my clients, and I leave, and it's beautiful.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
you
yeah.
stayed in up in was it North Carolina?
North Carolina, Camp Lejeune.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
I did.
Did you like it up there? Or was it different living? What was it?
Initially, I did not like it. I had never
Okay.
lived out of Fort Worth,
Mhm.
and I ended up loving it. I didn't want to come back.
Really?
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did not.
They a little bit more spread out up there.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's the landscape is more
It
spread
is.
out.
Mm.
You have the ocean, the
Yeah.
beaches are beautiful. Topsail, Emerald Isle, um, the mountains,
Yeah.
the trees. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, so you like the nature of it.
I did.
What about the atmosphere? Because I know more Caucasian up
It
north.
was, and it was a
It's
military town, so
yeah,
it was definitely different.
yeah.
That took some adjusting. At the time, my husband he had duty, so it would be just me and the kids. I had to get used to that whole military life. It
Mhm.
was a different life, but once I started making friends and adjusting, it was
Mm.
fine.
You're
Like I
fine.
said, I loved it. I didn't want to come
Yeah, learn to jail in. They say
back.
if you come from Texas, you can survive anywhere in the world,
You can.
especially stop six.
True. True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? So was the industry totally different when you came back? What as far as getting back in? Did you lose interest? What did you do when you was up there?
Oh man, I worked again. The spa that I worked in, they challenged us.
Oh, so even up there you was in
Oh
hair.
yeah, I
Okay
was in
then.
hair,
Okay.
and we had to learn all the new techniques, the latest cuts, and it grew me up. Just
Mm-hmm.
the whole experience, because You know, I have never lived away from home. I was newly married.
Mhm.
I was out of my comfort zone, and it pushed me. And I thank God for that experience.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the children. Let's get to the children.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I know you're military wife. So,
Mhm.
how did you, what did you have one here and then move there? Or how did that go?
My son Jimmy was born here.
Mm.
He was 5 years old when we moved. Um, his father is Jimmy Ray Mitchell Sr., not my ex-husband. His name was Michael.
Right.
And we moved to Camp Lejeune, and he was 5. And then Jackson was born, and we moved in 2003. Actually, we got married in 2003. Moved to Camp Lejeune in 2004, and then we moved back here in 2008. And then Xavier was born in 2009.
So you
Okay.
have
So
two,
I have 3 boys.
three. Okay,
3 boys.
Reborn.
right.
Mhm.
So the oldest.
My oldest son Jimmy, God rest his soul, he passed away in 2021 from a overdose.
From over there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Right. And we just went to his dad's just passed not too long ago, right?
I
Yeah, we
saw
went to
y'all
his
there.
funeral. Right.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From a silk, bro. Uh, what is that? Let me see. I'm trying to make you remember who he was. Yeah, but
It was
yeah,
at Sweet
remember.
Home. I
It was
think
at Sweet Home.
it was at Sweet
Yes.
Home.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
there was
remember.
there's her son's
Her
dad.
son's father. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
He was
Mhm.
senior and my son was junior.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
tough. Tough.
yeah,
Man.
Ain't
Yeah.
that
it's-
I
something?
had just
So,
had a surgery. I just had a hysterectomy when all that happened.
oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that
So
right
then,
there.
but he was a lot older than you.
He was.
Okay then.
That's what I was
All right.
wondering.
He was.
God dog it.
I see.
I almost called his name.
Yeah.
Way,
He was. He was
way,
older.
way,
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And we was gonna do an interview with him.
Yeah.
We was
Really?
And yeah,
really
because we was gonna talk to
because we knew,
Really?
Yeah.
And he was okay with that.
with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
with
Yeah,
us,
with
yeah.
us.
And just one thing about it, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we
Mhm.
was, yeah, really trying to get to him to do that interview, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
and we just a few months out,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because after we found out, saying that he was still alive,
Mm-hmm.
because of the reputation that he had gained
Oh,
throughout
for
time.
sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we really wanted to get that interview in. We
Mhm.
even wanted to do one with Billy Ray, Billy
Right.
Ray Maddox. Yeah, it's some several people. So if anybody out there, um, we really want to do some interviews for some legends that are still living.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mhm.
follow me? Just because the things that they have done is what changes the courses of our community.
Mm-hmm.
Especially what I ain't gonna call his name, but what he did.
Right.
Oh my God, it was that was a change.
Right.
That was a drastic change in our community,
Mhm.
and we were too young to realize what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me? But after we got older, in hindsight, we look back and say, man, that's where the drama and the trauma and the drama came from. So in our reality, I take my hat off to him if I had one on. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, just knowing the story and knowing how historic you have to be to do certain things. If it's the same guy I'm speaking of,
Oh yeah, that's him.
more than
Yeah.
likely, yeah.
That's him. She just don't know what you're talking about.
She
I
don't know.
don't.
She
Right.
don't know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look, y'all
Yeah.
real nice.
We'll tell you a little
Yeah,
bit
we'll
about
tell you
that
that afterwards because
Okay.
like I say, it's just one of those things. Like
Mhm.
like I say, me and Twin, we don't bring people on to embarrass them or
Right.
expose
No.
anything about
Right.
them. Because we want to always be trusted.
For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so if I tell you to vote for Trump, that's what you're gonna do because I trust what they saying is gonna be. Y'all don't get my
We
jokes.
showed on.
Y'all don't get
But
my
anyway,
jokes.
yes, but again, yeah, we'll tell you a little more about that. When some will say, don't use name to protect the innocent, but we're
Right.
not going to use
No.
stories to protect. But anyways, beyond that, so he was a lot older,
He was.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And your son,
My son, Jimmy Ray Mitchell Jr.
Jim.
Hmm
What made you name him after?
I actually wanted to name him Chandler.
Really?
I did.
Where'd you get that from?
Chandler would be on Gunsmoke.
No, I think it was like on All My Children or something.
I know it was
Yeah.
It was one of
it had been back in
Right.
those times.
Yeah,
when-
Ain't that
Yeah.
something?
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that
I
was-
did. His dad wasn't trying to hear it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay
Mhm.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ain't that something?
Mhm.
Then you went on to have two more.
Yeah, Jackson.
Right.
two boys.
And then they
Two
was
kids.
they was born upstate.
Jackson
What
was born in North Carolina, and then Xavier was born here.
okay then.
Come back and have to laugh.
I
Mhm.
did.
Ain't that
Yeah.
something?
So what was the when did the accident happen?
With Jimmy,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
was in June of 2021. It was my granddaughter's birthday weekend. Meeting. Yeah, her birthday was that Saturday. I got the call that Monday. We had just had a birthday party.
really,
Yeah,
yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Mm.
Was it believable when you
No.
first heard it?
No,
Okay.
when his dad called me, I said, I rebuke this,
Right.
and I hung up the phone.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ain't that so? His dad told you about it.
he called me. He called me.
And how old was he again?
At the time, he was 23.
He was 23.
Wow.
23
Butter
years
baby.
old.
Butter baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When did it dawn on you? When did you start receiving it? Because I think one of the I said,
Mhm.
of course, I lost my daughter as well
Mhm.
here recently, and I remember when the doctor told me
Mhm.
that she had passed.
Mhm.
The first thing I said was, "Wow, like, wow, this is
Mhm.
unbelievable."
Absolutely.
I think it's almost like when I had her, it
Mhm.
was like, wow,
Mhm.
this is unbelievable. Like I have a child, right? And so my first mind was, it's just this is unbelievable.
For sure.
And for I know a week or two, it felt like I had a hat on my head
Mhm.
that was there that I couldn't remove,
Yes.
right? And so again, I said the hardest part is believing it.
It is the reality.
It's just like, are you serious?
Yeah, it doesn't seem
This
real.
can't be,
Right.
Mm.
It
right?
doesn't seem real. It doesn't. It still
Right.
does. I still have my moments where, it doesn't seem real.
Right. And I think one of the things that kind of dawned on me is that I'm still waiting on her to call,
Mhm.
text, or what have you,
Mhm.
because it was, often.
Mhm.
And I think that it really would dawn on me when I
Mhm.
start reaching out to call and text her.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it's really going to set in. And it's almost like I did all the preparations for her homegoing.
Mhm.
And I've been doing this for quite some time. I'm part of Mothers Murdered Angels. I know you want to meet Melinda,
I do.
right? You know what I'm saying, Miss Melinda Hamilton.
Man,
Uh,
sis,
yeah, right,
shouts out to you.
right. Of course, you know what I'm saying, my sis, and again, her and her daughter started Mothers of Murdered Angels quite some time ago, and I've been right there with her.
Mhm.
But this is what we do. We go out and we help families
Mhm.
that go through these traumas and trials and tribulations. And I remember one of the first phone calls I got,
Mhm.
uh, I was asked, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, this is what we do."
Mhm.
He said, "No, man, we don't bury our babies."
Mhm.
I said, "Yeah, we do." I say, just because we out there putting out fires,
Mhm.
don't mean that we don't get burned.
Mhm.
And I say, what I need for you to do now is get your fire extinguisher, get your water hose, or whatever it takes to put me out. Because, now the tables are turned. And one of the biggest revelations that I must say is that I get a chance to see what we've been doing for others and how
Yeah.
it helps.
Mhm.
It helps so much
Yeah.
because, to tell the truth, This transition, I must say, probably was one of the easiest due to the love and support that I got for so many, so many.
Well, the way I describe it is me and Twin been practicing this for years, on top of years. And we practiced, and at this point in time, it was time for us to get in the game. So we had to play the game this time. So that's basically the way I viewed it. Um, you know, I, my main objective was to, be supportive and sit back and allow him to, allow Twin to go through whatever undescribable emotions,
Mhm.
unnamed, untamed emotions that he was going to go through.
Yeah, because they come.
Yeah,
Mhm.
allow him to go through those and let him feel it himself.
Mhm.
I didn't want to feel it.
Did you
follow
feel
me?
it?
Did I feel it?
Because I know they say the twins have a special
The twin.
connection.
Well, I was there. Hearing the wow. You
Mhm.
follow me?
Mhm.
And I think my mouth was opening and saying it at the same time.
Mhm.
And um, I didn't want to.
Okay.
I wanted him to feel that for himself. I didn't want even even right now today.
Mhm.
I haven't even put myself in that predicament as to how I would feel if it was my child. I haven't imagined
Mhm.
if that was my child, how I would feel,
Mhm.
because I don't want to. I want I want him to know how it is. I don't want to. I don't want to know how it is. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's not my experience.
Mhm.
It's his experience.
I understand.
When he come back and he show me, he tell me,
Mhm.
I'm not going to be imagining my child
Mhm.
when he speak about it. I'm going to be imagining his child. You
Mhm.
follow me?
Mhm.
So I chose to not take the selfish position at all.
I got
At all. I didn't put myself in that position.
you. Mhm.
So that's why I said I didn't put myself in that position. So I'm not in a selfish position.
Mhm.
I was there. You understand? And it's almost like you at the circus and you're watching the man walking on a tightrope,
Mhm.
and they walking, and they balancing, and you see them shaking, whatever, and you just up under there, you up in the audience, in the stands, and you just looking like you. As soon as you see him fall, you're gonna jump up and run to the middle of the center ring and try to catch. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So this is my introspective, and I use not my vision, not the way that I'm looking at it. I use introspective because it's from the inside. I'm going from what's in me and the way I spectate it. That's where it comes from.
Mhm.
What's coming from in and what you see with your spectacle. That's why we call the glasses spectacles.
Mhm.
And that's why we call ourselves spectators, because specs, that's what they used to call glasses back in the day. Specs. Man, let me see. Let me use your specs. So I like I say, I feel the void. I feel the void, and I definitely feel it because I'm like, man, you know, that's my twin.
Okay.
And see, a lot of people don't. Some people don't know, but he went and sat down for 10 years. So who was the physical person for that child for at least 10 years? I had to go and sit and watch, let that baby get dressed so I can take her to go see him.
Mhm.
You follow me? And he'll call me and say, bro, you need to go and, take some pampers. They wasn't that young, were they? You know what I'm saying? Go and, make sure she got her school books or whatever, and, that's what I did. He'll send, letters, hey, make sure she get this. Or he'll send a poem, and he'll tell me, go get a not a card, because he can send cards. Go get, a toy, something to go with it, and deliver it. Get some flowers, something. So, you know, that was what I'm supposed to do. I didn't know no I don't know any different. I
Right.
only know how to be a brother. You follow me? That's all I know. And at that point in time when he was going through his situation, I'm just going to sit back and be a brother. I'm not going to be him. I'm not going to say, "Hey, y'all look at me. Y'all look at us." Now,
Right.
that's for him. You follow me?
I
And
do.
that's his experience, and I didn't want that energy. You know, he'll tell you, for a couple of days I would check on him, but I wouldn't relate with him. I wouldn't talk to him. You
Yeah, because
follow me?
he needed that space.
And that's what it was. I
Yeah.
say whatever homeboys, whatever his good friends, Derek and all that, man.
Mhm.
Whomever it's time for them. It's time for them to enjoy,
To
it,
embrace.
to embrace
Mm-hmm.
the situation,
Mm-hmm.
to embrace the the lesson.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for him to embrace it,
Mm-hmm.
not for me to.
Mm-hmm.
And so, uh, throughout everything, I missed the funeral. You follow me? And he watched, me get hauled off, you know,
Mm-hmm.
hauled off to jail. And, the whole time I was in there, Miss, I said, man, I'm trying to get out here before then, but unfortunately it was on the weekend. And the whole time I was there, I never did think, you know, I'm supposed to be there for my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, I'm supposed to be in here. You follow me? So that he can walk the walk. Even when,
Oh, that's deep.
yeah, even when he say, "Bruh, I'm gonna go ahead and get this procession together,
Mm-hmm.
and I want this, and I want." I'm like, "Bruh, if anybody could do it, you can. And if you can't do it, it can't be done."
Mm-hmm.
So, and I call him. I call him and I ask him, "Man, you need me? What you need me to do?" You follow me? Well, bruh, he say, "Well, bruh, we need to go up here, cause it's um, I think that's the not advantage. We don't take advantage
Mm-hmm.
of being twins. You follow me? It's just we get a little bit more leeway when we go together get things done. People actually see us. We get a little bit more leeway. We go and talk to children at the schools,
I love
and first thing they look up, y'all brothers, y'all look just alike. Y'all must be twins. You
Mm-hmm.
follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So when we return to that school, I remember y'all. You follow me? So it's something about the dynamics of twins that, we get an edge, but we don't use it as an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So, in all reality, and if it's going to get done, you're going to do it. And man, I sat back and oh my God, I never been so proud about me in my life because he didn't just do it for him. I got the accolades and praise for what he have done and accomplished. You follow me? And it's almost like those 10 years he was gone and I was doing all this hauling and doing whatever needed to be done. I was repaid that double fold, twofold in 1 week. Everything, you know, even though I was incarcerated. I was in jail
Mm-hmm.
for tickets. At that time, I, I never felt the loss or the sorrow
Mm-hmm.
or the guilt of not being there. I never felt guilty of me not being able to be there because I know that that twin knew that I was there with him.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just looking at the four walls. You follow me? And, just, I didn't even imagine what was going on at the funeral. I didn't do that. I would just say, hey, at this point in time, this is my lesson. I had to learn where am I? How did I get here? I had to, it was my lesson to learn at this time.
Mhm.
He was learning his lesson on the other side of town, you know. And before that, the Mothers of Mother Angels, we were already dealing with this, and me and Twin, we were just talking about getting up on stage and advocating domestic violence, whether, and I always say domestic violence in our community is not foreign. You know, I say foreign and domestic.
Mhm.
Domestic violence is not foreign to us. So regardless as to if it's family members or you understand somebody you don't know, it was an ex. I don't care. We still need it. We already envisioned this is our calling. And and while I was in there, I was just thinking to myself, I say, well, domestic violence equals in jail or the cemetery. And lo and behold, me and Twin was at that place at the same time.
Mm.
I was in jail and he was at the cemetery. And so my trip inside was for me to be convicted of what it feels like to be incarcerated in the four wall in a cave.
Mm.
and and I sat there and I say, the cave is hell. I'm gonna tell you why. When you're inside of a cave, it's cold, it's dark, you're afraid because you don't know what's in the dark that may harm you. You can't see to eat, you can't see to drink. You do not even feel life. You only fear death in that cave. But while I was sitting in that cave, my imagery, my mind, my imagination say, man, you're not in a cave. You're just in a tunnel. And you just can't see the light on the other end of that tunnel.
Mm.
And so as I sat and I thought, I said, you know what? If I can get these other guys in here to look at and view the way I just viewed this whole situation, maybe I can give them a sense of that light at the end of the tunnel and they'll be able to walk out this cave.
Mhm.
And it's all a mental thing that we all have to learn. This is why me and Twin, man, I gave him a call. I only had a couple of minutes to call him or whatever. And I say, bro, man, we got to get this mental together. Our people are losing mentally. We're being defeated mentally. And this is what we need to do. He's first responder.
Right.
You're doing the first responder, and along with first responder, you're doing the mental health. What's
Right.
it's
Mental
called
health,
through
first
that.
responders.
Yeah. And so, like I say, I'm convicted. So when I get out and I'm up on that stage and I'm speaking, maybe my conviction can convince those that need to be convinced to not fall into those caves. You follow me? In a lot of that, that's why they crash and burn, because they don't see the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
They only feel the cave. They caved in. They caved in.
Right.
You follow me? And so this is, when I come out of there, man, I was refined. You follow me? It was like I've been polished. I've been
was
my
life
soul, yeah, my soul been polished.
Mhm.
And if you look at my smile on my mugshot, on my mugshot is it's just a natural. It was natural. I didn't have to fake the funk. It was natural. It's almost like the Mona Lisa. You look at the Mona Lisa and you say it's something behind the smile. That's what made the Mona Lisa, because there was something hidden behind the smile. And what was hidden behind my smile is that man right there.
Mhm.
I know if he can endure whatever he was enduring, man, I can do this as well. So basically, that's, you know, my eyebrows didn't touch, wasn't mad, or wasn't angry. All I'm looking at is like, man, I hate that I have to go through it and come up with a record that uh, a dark spot on my record that will never go away.
Sure.
You follow me? But at the end of the day, the reason why I was even on that freeway for that man to get behind me and see a red, I had red light on my license plate, and he said it shouldn't be red. He pulled me over for that. But the reason why is because I was following my twin. My twin had been up for the last 3 weeks,
Mhm.
and he had to, after the wake, he had to come out here to Las Colinas to finish up a video for his daughter's funeral the next day.
Mhm.
And I say, bruh, I'm gonna drive you out there. I haven't done nothing to my hair. I might be up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, but I'm gonna drive you out there so you can get some rest, either going and coming. And so, he had got in the car with Derek,
Mhm.
and so he called me. He said, "Bro, follow me out there." So I was on my way, and the man pulled me over, and I ended up doing 3 days in jail. But guess what? If he that tired again, I'm following him.
Of course you will.
I'm going to follow him, even with me knowing I can end up
Mhm.
another 3 days in jail. That's the man to follow. That's the man to follow. And I mean, if I have my hat on, I'll take it off to him. Y'all don't get my jokes. Y'all don't get my jokes. Yeah, but that's my rant. And like baby girl, yeah, even when he was incarcerated, I felt it. You
Okay.
follow me? I felt the loss. I felt as a matter of fact, he could tell you, um, I had to go see him at
Mhm.
least once a week because that was my life source. That was my
The
source.
connection.
Yeah, it was my source. And when I was out and things happened, I needed him. You follow me?
Mhm.
But what kept me from doing mischievous things
Mhm.
is I know he needed me more than I needed him. So I couldn't do mischievous out here and get caught up. You follow me? And then, he needs something and I'm incarcerated or in jail or whatever. So, he kept me being good. I was all right. Yeah, he kept me from doing mischievous things, to survive and to stop 6 streets. It was prominent. It's easy, and the craziest thing about it, that was a 10-year jump for me to have a clean record.
Mhm.
And after I did that 10 years, because I knew somebody needed me, then the rest of it was easy. So when I got into my 30s and 40s, you understand, I had a clean enough record to go and get a concealed handgun. You follow me? The practice came from the 10 years of, man, I gotta sit on my hands. I can't get angry about this. I can't get angry about that. I can't risk this. I can't risk that. So, it's just one of those things. We're talking about my life. We're gonna leave this alone. We're gonna leave this alone.
Yeah.
But I just want y'all. I just want the people to know that it's a twin thing. That's what you asked, and I did go around the world,
That's okay.
and
You need to express that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and I think it is necessary, and I also want him to know. You
Mhm.
follow me? Just in case he wonder,
Mhm.
and it's just one thing about me and my twin. We got this connection. We don't have to see each other all the time, And even when we do see each other, we don't embrace. You know what I'm saying? It's just understood. You
Right.
know, it's understood attention. We don't high five and hug and all that. We don't do that. It's not necessary for us to do it. You see what I'm saying? So that's just it. You know, and when we get mad at each other, once he go his way, I go my way. We come back and we just talking like it's never happened. You know, and then it's crazy. Like, but it's just me and my twin. The reason, the main reason why we Red Bull and Blue Bull is because we want to show from one extreme to the next. Just like when you get into the shower and you turn on your water, you got cold and you got hot,
Mhm.
and somewhere or another you have to blend those two together to come to a medium where
Mhm.
you have lukewarm for yourself.
Mhm.
Then it's just one thing. Me and twin, this is the way we try to live our life and be lukewarm for everybody that come in contact with us, whether it's through audio, video, or physical. You follow me? We want to be that lukewarm where people would feel as if, man, y'all ran my bathwater for me, and it's perfect.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know?
So tell me this: when did it make a difference of him telling you about this? Would it have made a difference if it wasn't him? Would you have believed it right then, or I'm just trying to figure out what the relationship with him. How did he know before you?
How did he know?
Right.
Who Jimmy was at the hotel. This happened at a motel in Fort
Okay.
Worth off of 35. And all I know is he was with this girl and they both took something. He went into cardiac arrest and they didn't call 911 right away.
Mm.
And so by the time they did, he was brain dead. And she called someone, and then, it just kind of spread from there. They called
Right.
Jimmy's dad, then he called me,
Oh,
and
I
it just
see.
kind of went from there.
Mm.
I see.
Were you here at the time?
Yeah, I had
This just,
honestly, it's so crazy when you talk about connection because, again, I had a party for my granddaughter, his daughter, that Saturday. He asked me. Prior to that, we weren't speaking because he was upset with me because he went to jail. And I asked his dad, don't get him out. Because as a mother, and because of what he'd been through, I felt he was safe and he
Mm.
wasn't learning his lesson because he would always get out and go right back to the same
Right.
behavior. And I'm like, he needs to sit there, he needs to think about his actions. And so he told him what I said. So he called me and he was upset with me. What kind of mom wants her son in jail? And why would you say that? And don't ever talk to me again. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's how you feel.
Right.
So let's fast forward. He called me and he's like, Mom, can you have a party for Ken's? That's his daughter, his oldest daughter. I said, sure. It was on a Saturday. I was at work. So I called her mom. I called his other daughter's mom. And I arranged the party, had family come. He came. Hadn't seen him in a little bit. And he didn't look like himself.
Mm.
He was very anxious, but I didn't want to rock the boat at the party. So I didn't say anything. I just wanted to love on him because I hadn't seen him.
Right.
And so we had the party. It was beautiful. He even texted me, and because he ended up leaving, the girl spent the night with me, and he said, "Mom, I apologize
Mm-hmm.
for how I talked to you, how I treated you. I was wrong. I was just upset." And I said, "Son, I accept your apology. I love you. I really want to spend some quality time with you." Okay, Mom, just let me know. It's okay. I said, I don't like texting. It's so impersonal.
Right.
Let's really get together. It's okay, Mom. That was on a Saturday. That night, I called Michael, which was his stepdad, and I said, something is off with Jim.
Mm.
Something is off. Well, Cherie, just calm down. Just, talk to him, whatever. Roll into Sunday, I call Jimmy's dad. We go back and forth. I'm like, something's off with Jim. Something's off. Just calm down, Cherie. You're just overreacting, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, something's off. I text him, son, I want to have lunch with you. I want to love on you. Okay, mom, just let me know. And then roll into Monday. That's when the text faded out. That Monday morning, I had a counseling appointment with my counselor. And I said, something is off with Jim. Something is off. Weeping, crying, something's off. That was about 11. I had a nail appointment at 1. I stood in the chair, the ladies doing my nails, filing them. That's when I got the call. Dad
Wow.
called me screaming. He's dead, Cherie, he's dead. They say he's dead in the motel. I'm like, what? I'm like, I rebuke this. Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I had some type of premonitions. My daughter called me
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and the first thing she said, "Dad, I'm through." I said, "Through with what?"
Mm-hmm.
"Through with him." I was like, "Who? What?"
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about her children's father
Mm-hmm.
and what have you. And she was more or less saying, the talking one thing and
Mm-hmm.
all the other stuff is just
Mm-hmm.
too much. And I said, well, baby, that's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
You, you got to do that. And so I said, I can only pick up the pieces. But I always told my daughters, don't come to me
Mm-hmm.
with your emotions, right? Come ready for me to do
Mm-hmm.
something because I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm going to make it happen,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it may be. And lo and behold, um, I thought about that. I was given an account of my life during that time. And I said to myself, because I know and understand that it's not really about your winnings.
Mm-hmm.
It's mainly life is about your losses. And I was like, man, I have nobody broken my car lately.
Life is
I'm
good.
man, what? You know what I'm
Man,
saying? I'm counting up my losses, not my
Right.
winnings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The winnings gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
The loss is what hits you and what counts. And I was like, man, I haven't lost nothing. I haven't lost nothing. Right? Now I take that back. There's a girl owed me $100 for doing her yard. And I'm gonna catch up with her. I get her. But beyond that, the next day, I was just so happened to talking to a friend of mine that does insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And we was talking, and I was thinking to myself, wow, um, I gotta advocate insurance. So we was talking. I told her, what we need to do is get together so that we can get people covered,
Mm-hmm.
right? I got, I'm dynamic with advertising and what have you. I got
Mm-hmm.
vision to make people respond and connect and what have you. And lo and behold, she was on the way out of town and said that I would get with you as soon as I get back. She was on her way to the airport. And I thought about it after that conversation, and I thought about my daughters. I said, no, they got babies. And I haven't heard no, I mean, we go to funerals, oh man, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter one time asked, Daddy, why y'all go to so many funerals? Right? I said, because we know so many people. It's crazy when you go to uh, Cedar Hill and the grave diggers know you, right?
yeah.
But anyway, uh, and so the next day,
Mm-hmm.
Twin and I, we had what we consider a surprise party because we don't really deal with parties,
We don't celebrate our birthday.
right?
I
Celebrate.
tell everybody we stopped celebrating at 30 sexy. Therefore, we stopped at that age, and that's
I
where
got
we
you.
stay 30 sexy.
Okay.
So yeah,
Right,
we stopped celebrating our
right.
birthdays.
And
For the
so our birthday is on the first, but people kept on saying, Twin, where's the party? Where's the party? And so we decided to have one. And lo and behold, it was at at Club Ritzy's. And so ironically, Twin and I, we do some motivation speaking and talking to different people. We was asked to speak to a group, kind of like a Boys to Men group. And we went to Dallas and we spoke about a year or so ago. And unbelievably, the men that was more or less mentoring
Mentoring.
the boys,
Mm-hmm.
it seemed as though they got more out of what we were speaking about than the boys did. And
Yeah.
I remember it was one particular one was having problems with his child. And Twin and I spoke to him and what have you in tears, saying, "Man, y'all gave me a whole different perspective about my child, right? Which was after a run amok and what have you." That night, I seen him on the way out the door. We took pictures or whatever with him and his group, and I embraced him. And I said, "Man, how is your son doing?" He said, "Twin, I want to thank y'all, man." He said, "My son is doing marvelous," right? I leave out the door, stopped it to give me something to eat. And as soon as I pull out, I get that phone call. Uh, the guy's father called me saying, uh, "I want to be with you right now. You know, come get me." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. You know, it's cool, man. We, kick it or whatever, whatever." I'm thinking that he was somewhere and he wanted me needed for me to take him home. And that's when he told me, before we got off the phone, he said, "Well, the reason is because," he said, "that your daughter has been shot. I don't have no information. All I know is that what hospital she's at." And I was like, "Hey," you know how you look at your phone,
Oh
like
yeah.
maybe this is the wrong number.
Yes.
I was like, "What?
Mhm.
Like been shot?" He was like, "Yes." I actually was the first one to make it to the hospital. He called and said that he found the way, and I was the first to get there. Go up to the doors, and lo and behold, it was yellow tape from the parking lot to the doors of the hospital. They didn't allow me in, or whatever, and so of course I tried to pull rank. I said, "Hey man, this is such and such. I'm Antonio Twin Harris, and I, ran for city council, this and that. I'm first responders. I'm all this.
Right.
Are you following what I'm saying?"
Yes.
And they were like, "Sir,
Mhm.
we understand that. We respect what you do and who you are, but we can't allow you to cross this yellow tape." And I said, "Well, can you tell me what's going on?" And he said, "There's a couple in there and your daughter, and they're trying to revive her." Well, after an hour or so of waiting and everything going in your mind, I actually told Twin, I say, "I feel like my Uncle Bubble when my grandfather was in transition or whatever." He said, "I can already tell I'm gonna have to get out my black suit." I just knew it. It was because of the premonitions before.
Mhm.
Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes.
Uh, but again, uh, everything is still under investigation now and what have you. I had to tell the detective I listened to rumors like one hand clap because I know and understand that you are the one that that's going to make the determination for the rest of my life. But again, my thing was, you know, putting my baby to rest in the best of fashion, and man, lo and behold, with the help of others, I did that. Very nice. I must say, I got great vision and I'm very creative. I envisioned something far greater, and it could have been, but turbulence with someone else, what I'm saying, her mother, whatever, made that impossible. But beyond that, you know,
Mhm.
I've I tell people I'm learning. I'm learning how to live through this. Right?
Some experience.
It's quite the experience.
Mhm.
Yeah. When I know you do your show.
Mhm.
Tell us a little bit about your show
Mhm.
and the type of advice that you give or would give to me. You know,
Mhm.
because I'm what 2 weeks in,
Yeah.
3 weeks in
Mhm.
of a journey of first of all,
Journey for
believing,
forever.
Yes.
It's a
man.
journey of
Yeah.
forever.
'Cause it's something
Right.
that you never get over.
You
You just
never get
learn.
over.
No, but
You
you learn
just
how
get
to
to
live with it.
right. Tell us a little bit about your show
Uh-huh.
and the advice that you give to those coming on.
And the name of my show is A Mother's Heart. I started because of my son Jimmy that passed away. I started it on his birthday last year.
Oh wow.
And actually, y'all came through. Do you
Yeah,
remember?
I
Y'all
remember.
came to the studio.
Yeah, that was me.
Y'all remember?
I was sitting up here thinking I heard this story before, but I just
Yeah.
don't, my memory, a twin got all my memories. So I'm like, oh, I think I heard
Y'all came
this
to the
story
studio.
before.
Right.
It was in
Yeah.
Fort Worth. The Fort
Yeah,
Worth studio.
right.
But yeah, I started it, and I just wanted to create a space of where someone can come on and give their testimony. We can create healing. Um, again, it's needed in the community
Hmm.
because there's a lot of people that are grieving. Um, it's about grief, but it's also about healing, community, love, stories, testimony, just all of that.
Hmm.
And so I created last year, and I stopped. I got a little caught up, but then I was like, I'm gonna start it back.
Okay.
And so we've done
Mm.
two episodes,
Okay.
and we have four more coming up. And just basically, like for instance, the last episode that we did was with the boys, with my sons, and I
Oh
wanted to give
wow.
their outlook
Perspective.
and
Yeah.
perspective on grief because a lot of times I feel like the children they get
Hmm.
kind of you know people
Pushed to the
pay it
side. Yeah, they get pushed to the
exactly
side because they look at the
the
parents.
parents and
Yeah.
everyone else. So I
Yeah.
wanted to get their perspective on how they dealt with grief and
Mm.
their healing journey. So it's just basically everyone's healing journey because everyone's
Right.
healing journey looks different. Like for
Exactly.
me, I like grief counseling. It has helped me. Some people don't want to.
Hmm.
I journal, I meditate, like,
Wow.
but it's a place where we can come on and talk about that and just help one another
Yeah.
because on this journey,
Hmm.
this is when you find out who your tribe is,
Boy, look at here.
who
Oh, I
your
like
team
that.
is.
I
Man,
like that
listen.
word.
Because let me tell you,
Hmm.
initially, especially when you're going through the motions of the funeral and the arrangements and this and that, you're flooded.
Right.
You're flooded.
Hmm.
Then all of a sudden, it stops.
Right.
And when that silence hits,
Mm.
Hmm.
that's when it's the hardest,
That's when it's the hard.
or it was my hardest.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
just like, what happened? And then some people, they're like, well, I don't know what to say.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So then
Right.
they avoid you. And then there's
Right.
some people, I feel like they want to say the right thing, but then they're afraid. So you get a little bit of both.
Hmm.
But you just, honestly, at the end of the day, you just need to know that you're loved, you're thought of,
Hmm.
and supported.
Ain't that something?
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it because I kind of felt like um Ricky Smiley had a book signing. You know,
Mhm.
his son passed,
Mhm.
actually overdose as well.
Mhm.
And I remember being there and I asked him a question. When is it time? Because my mom lost a child as well.
Mhm.
And periodically
Mhm.
we'll talk about it and what have you.
Mhm.
And believe it or not, when we do, she start talking and it's as if it happened like yesterday.
Yeah, you'll never forget it.
Right. And so my question to him was, when do you start talking about this? And he said, when you feel like it,
Mhm.
because you never know uh, if you're going to be that person that ease that mind or ease
Mhm.
that spirit or
Mhm.
comfort that heart.
Mhm.
And he said, but you don't know until you at least try. Uh, and so I guess with that being said,
Mhm.
have it been anybody that a word, a sermon, a
Mhm.
song, or something that has comforted you more than
Mhm.
anything else?
I would definitely say my faith.
Mm-hmm.
My faith, leaning on God, prayer, far as a person. There's not just one person. There's been a couple of people that have really poured into me and truly helped me get through the difficult times.
Okay.
Um, so my grief counselor, I definitely want to shout out to her, Tanya Cunningham.
Tanya Cunningham.
Yes.
What? I'll be a
Reached out.
wildcat. Who be
Yes.
She
you?
rock at it well.
She's amazing.
Wow.
I forget who even told me about her. And when I first sat on her couch, I was like,
Right.
what are you gonna tell me? There's
Right.
nothing you
Right.
can tell me.
Mm.
I'm a part of a club that I don't want to be a part of. My son
Right.
is
Mm.
gone. He's not gonna like. What can you tell me? And
Mm.
just gradually, she taught me things and steps, and you know, here I am. I'm on the other side, a
Wow.
side that I didn't think that I would be on. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to
it's
ask,
possible.
yeah, I want to ask, is there any, people always ask
Mhm.
questions like why, who was there, what happened?
Mhm.
Is do those questions ever just dissipate? You like, well, if I knew the answer, it still wouldn't change the outcome.
Mhm.
Do they ever dissipate those questions of,
Mhm.
well, who was he with? Uh, what actually happened?
Mhm.
Do you really want to know? Because a lot of times we ask questions
Mhm.
because we too embarrassed not to ask questions because
Mhm.
people want to wonder,
Mhm.
so you have question
Right.
answers for them,
Mhm.
but I was just asking, do those whys ever go away?
No,
They don't go
Mm.
away.
they do not go away. Still, why my son? Why, there's people that do bad things every day. Why my son? Or,
Mm.
um, I don't have the answer.
Yeah.
I really wish I had the answer, but
Mm.
I don't. Again, I just what's the scripture in the Bible? Lean not on your own understanding.
Mhm.
And as far as people and questions, the how my son passed away was such a trauma. And then even after that, the funeral was trauma. I had someone come to his funeral and disrespect me and my whole family.
Mm.
So not only did I have the trauma of the funeral and the loss of my son, I had the trauma of his homegoing not being peaceful.
Right.
And I
Mhm.
had to come out of character. So I have so many feelings and emotions
Yeah.
about his death,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I just,
Man,
yeah, it was.
we really starting to feel the effects of someone passing and how
Mhm.
it brings out the ugly in family.
It does.
It just brings out the beast. Is
Mhm.
when I say beast, is a beast to me is an animal
Mhm.
out of character that's not acting animalistic.
Mhm.
Because you got characteristics of a certain animal. Cats
Sure.
meow. So when that cat is not meowing and start
Mhm.
barking, that's a
Mhm.
beast,
Mhm.
you know. And I'm finding that family just that it becomes beastie.
Mhm.
Um,
I always say weddings and funerals bring out the worst in people.
Mm.
Those
mm,
those those two. I don't know why. That's
yeah,
when things come out for some reason.
yeah,
But this person just, got up and, spoke on, the short time that they knew him. You know what I'm saying? I'm his
mm,
mother. I
yeah,
brought, God used me as the vessel to bring him through this,
yeah,
and I watched them take him out in a body bag.
yeah.
So there's nothing you can tell me. When I say nothing, there is nothing you can tell me,
Wow.
Yeah.
and I mean that from the depths of my soul.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Mm,
Wow. Yeah, my mom say a funeral is the only place that you can probably find someone to say something good about
Right.
you. Ain't that something?
Mhm.
But even our people find a way to even miss that part of
They do.
mhm,
it. Ain't that something?
It
yeah.
is.
Yeah. But yeah, again, it has been because I was faced with, first of all, you know what I'm saying, the loss of my daughter,
Mhm.
dealing with, you know what I'm saying, the finances and what,
Yes.
trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how we're going to do this, and
Mhm.
what have you. Um, the arrangements. Oh man.
It's a lot.
There's a man, it
My
is
family
so
helped me.
much. Man,
I
it
couldn't do
is.
that part. That part I could not
Boy,
do.
listen, if y'all need a job,
Mhm.
y'all need to, there's such thing as a wedding planner.
Mhm.
Boy, y'all, we need some funeral planners
Yeah, I
around this
couldn't do
camp.
it. My aunt
Boy, look at here,
bought a
man.
suit. My brother wrote a poem. Like
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do that.
Couldn't do
Right.
that part.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I touched every aspect of that funeral. Matter of fact, I had two poems on there.
Mhm.
But every aspect of the funeral, right?
Mhm.
From signing the good get a body and what have you. And I think, you know, um, mine was kind of it was in a continuation, and it's going to
Mhm.
continue to be a continuation due to it wasn't just you know at the
Your
hands
loss.
of herself. It
Mhm.
was at the hands of others or whatever. Like I say, the investigation still is out,
Mhm.
but others involved, which makes it that much heart wrenching.
Cause
Uh,
It
it
does.
right.
don't go, it didn't go in the ground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me? The hurt,
Mhm.
the sorrow, the loss.
Mhm.
It wasn't planted. The
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
emotions wasn't planted.
Mm-hmm.
And the perpetual why, you understand, the who, what, when, and why.
Yeah.
That perpetual thought
Mhm.
is going to circulate, in your psyche, in your thoughts. You understand until you grasp on. However, if that one person, you know what I'm saying, that you
Mhm.
don't shun away, they probably the one where you grasp on to some one of those aspects. You follow me? Then somebody else will give you something you grasp on to the next another aspect
Mhm.
to try to, you know, bring you to a calm thought of this is life.
It is.
And to really understand life, you got to learn to embrace death.
You do, and that's the difficult part
The
because it's
difficult,
the
you got to learn to embrace the
acceptance
death.
and the stages,
Yeah.
Right.
and initially, the shock. And I think
Mm-hmm.
for me, I was in shock for quite a while. Like all that happened, and I went right back into my life because bills still have to get paid.
Right.
People don't care about
Mm-hmm.
what you just went through.
Hmm.
They want their money.
Exactly.
Your kid, other children, and responsibilities.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You still have to attend to those matters. And I tried to go right back into
The
just
routine.
life, my routine, and
Right.
all of a sudden it hit,
Yeah.
Wow.
and you can't avoid it. I think that's the thing. You try to. I know I tried to
Right.
just go back to, well, this happened to me, and mm-mm,
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
no.
Tell me about the babies. I
Mhm,
wow, my daughter had two,
mhm, yeah.
soon to be
Mhm,
2 and
mhm.
3-year-old.
Okay.
And again, that is another assumed responsibility
It is.
of having to
Raise them.
right
Yes. It's.
to even having to uh, teach and tell them about certain things or what have you. One of the most heart wrenching experience I had during this time
Mhm.
was my grandson looking at the casket and saying, "That's my mom."
Yeah. That's
You know,
very
you
hard.
understand what I'm saying?
I do.
And
I do.
so again, how is it with your babies? I know you,
Yeah. Sweet
girl. What
girls.
exactly?
Yeah, Kinsley and Delia, they're sweet
Hmm.
girls. They're 6 months apart. Um, Kinsley, I feel like she's more quiet with it. She doesn't express it as much. Like she'll like draw a picture or something like that, or sometimes her mom will call me and says she had a rough day. But I feel like Delia, the youngest, took it the hardest. Her mom would call me with her crying, in the middle of the night. I miss my dad, and she had his obituary, with her all the time. Um, through grief counseling, and I think as she's getting older and understanding,
Hmm.
it's getting a little bit better. But
Wow.
they still have their moments, and I know just me being their Gigi. They call me Gigi. When I take them school shopping, I
Hmm.
cry
Wow.
because he's not here.
Right.
Mm.
He's not here to see him. The reality of He's not here to take them school shopping. He's not here to see them grow. He's not going to be at their wedding. He's not, those things
You know what I'm saying?
come in my mind, and
Mhm.
I weep, and sometimes I hide, because I don't want them to see me crying. But the reality of it is,
Mm,
you know,
he's not here.
but I just one day at a time, one moment at a
One
time,
moment at a
one
time.
moment at a
Mm,
time,
Again,
wow,
family.
that's
Hey,
where it
listen.
go.
one moment at a time.
One moment at a time. Again,
Yeah.
we're here. Best
Minute
live ever.
by minute
Yeah.
by minute by
Do we have
minute.
any questions,
I'll be
comments?
Yes.
Do we have
holding
anything
on.
while we're? Do we have any questions?
Man, I can't see
Mhm.
anything.
DLS.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be holding on.
Be
Oh, that's all
holding
we can
on.
do. My grandmother
Yeah,
used to tell me that.
yeah,
It's funny, all the things she used to tell me. I'd be like, man, she just talking.
That's just talking.
yeah. I
Yeah.
Man,
knew.
she knew what she was talking
Man, ain't that
about.
something? Yeah. Oh, I want to say, oh wow. Shell, good friend of ours, lost two sons, right, bro?
Who
Shell. Smooth.
yes, she
Two
surely did,
sons.
man.
Mhm.
And she
Wow.
Johnson,
Another,
yeah,
yeah,
Miss
a
Mhm.
Johnson.
good, another good Johnson. Matter of fact,
She lost
um,
two boys,
Mm.
that
and
this is unbelievable.
yeah,
Mhm.
I was speaking to a young lady last night, just lost her daughter.
Mhm.
This is unbelievable. And my thing
man,
is,
it seems as if it's more profuse. It's more rapid now. You know what
right.
I'm saying? And you speaking of drug overdose, man,
Mm-hmm.
this fentanyl is
Mhm.
taking so much.
Mm-hmm.
It, right now, to me, from my point of view,
Mm-hmm.
this is worse than the crack epidemic
It truly is.
Yeah.
because it's actually, to me, it's actually taking those that are inexperienced with drug use. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This fentanyl is like, man, I didn't know you was. You follow me? But back in the day, when in the crack era, you kind of saw it gradually. The person gradually, you understand,
Mhm.
descended. But now
All it takes is one. They thought it
Mm-hmm.
was an aspirin, and they're out of here.
it's just a
Wow.
pill,
Yeah.
and
Right.
wow, it, the mind is not ready.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize you can get up in the morning and drink orange juice
Mm-hmm.
and then take that pill.
Mhm.
You understand?
Mhm.
Because you took the same pill yesterday and it didn't
Mhm.
affect you, but because you drank the orange juice, you got a different chemical in the body and the body makeup,
Mhm.
and then it, make a whole different reaction for the body. You follow me?
Right.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people not
Well,
realizing
I
that.
think we're dealing with a different type of people nowadays.
Yeah.
Again,
Mhm.
um, man, man, suicide is at a alarming rate. Um,
Man, these
y-
people don't, they're not wanting to go to jail.
yeah.
And we want our freedom, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're not trying to obtain our freedom where we are actually free.
Mhm.
See, freedom, the actual freedom we need is to be free from the government, because the government is what governing the mind. That's what mint means, mind, governing our mind. If we can get free from the government, then we'll be able to run free,
Mhm.
and we'll be able to, cascade, down our people's land, that we own, that, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's the freedom, that Kunta Kinte, he wanted his freedom to get back to his land.
Mhm.
You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what freedom is, getting back to the land. And we feel, our people feel we grown, we can do what we want to do. You follow me? It's just like when we were young, we were rational. The candy was rationalized to us. We grown, we can get candy when we want to. You follow me? but we have to realize at that level of maturity, hey, I can't just get what I want because that candy is going to cause me pain during the nighttime through cavity. You know what I'm saying? And I think our it's not computing. We got to learn, if nothing else, rationalize and start moving to a different. Not we got to. We need to start training.
Wow.
I'm not. I hate when people say we got to do better as a people. No, we need to start training as a people on how to do better. And I digress with that. I digress with that.
All right. Hey, again, wow, a good friend of mine on our outro. Of course, we're here, the best live ever.
Best
what I'm
live
saying?
ever,
Xerox
man.
Twins. I'm Blue Bull.
I'm Red
And
Bull.
we got the Queen Goddess between us.
Cherie.
You know what I'm saying? Cherie doing her
Cherie
thing.
doing her thing.
Cherie, again, a good friend of mine, lost her daughter,
Okay.
Darlene. What would you say? And this is like recent. Haven't even had the funeral yet. What would you say to a young lady that I guess is in this moment, like
The wow moment.
right? It's like, what would you say in even in this part of what she's going through? What would you tell her?
Be gentle with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Again, one moment at like it's a lot to take in.
Right.
Your mental and it's okay to you need a moment. Like
Need a
just
moment.
be gentle and it's a lot to take in.
Okay.
Stay calm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, don't let people because again you're flooded.
Flooded with it, yeah.
And some people their intentions are not genuine. They're just being nosy. They don't even want to
Right.
truly help you.
Wow.
You know,
That's
just
something there.
yeah, just focus on God.
Mm-hmm.
That's I'm telling you, without God, I just that has been my source.
Right. That's your
Seriously,
choice.
it has been my source, and I know for me, I went through a phase of even like what did I do as a mom, or is it my fault, or all those things
Mm.
plague your mind too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah, it becomes a emotional roller coaster.
it does.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know if you're going around or doing
Yep.
the loop to loop. And
Mhm.
yeah, I think um, it's to be expected because I think we love our children. We
Right.
we
Do.
we we love it. It's an undescribable love,
Right.
and that's something that we never thought we have to relinquish that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Or give it up. You
Mhm.
know,
Right.
and I think that the most frightening thing to me, I remember our first cousin when he lost his life. The most frightening thing to me wasn't his death. The most frightening thing to me was how my family going to react. How am I going to handle seeing my family in a hurtful position?
Mhm.
I think that was the most frightening thing is the reaction of those that still here and can show those
Emotion.
emotions.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's just
Mhm.
what I thought about in those,
Right.
is that
Right.
same way with
I
Right.
think
I
too.
think, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, and ask for if you need help, or
Right.
don't be afraid
I'm
to.
afraid to do it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because you're
Right.
gonna need help.
Okay. Yeah. One of the things that I knew and understood that
Mhm.
I know they can't touch what's on the inside,
No.
but boy, everything on the outside, y'all can beat me up with it. Whatever it has to take to make sure that I'm comfortable, that I'm all right, and with your support, yeah, hit on me with it. But again, I have to deal with what's on the inside.
Mhm.
Again, family, we're here, the best
yeah.
live ever.
And with this family,
Uh-huh.
make sure you like, share, and follow the Xerox twins. We got lovely lady in between us that is sharing her experiences,
Mhm.
and I know uh, maybe at the beginning it was trying, and maybe right now it's the same, intense tenacity that you have to deal with in which to divulge.
It's a
you
daily
know,
battle.
yeah, to divulge, one of your most, intimate
Hmm.
feelings, for your child. And I like to, once again applaud you. I can't say I have my hat on, I take my hat off.
Thank
I like to
you.
applaud you for your courageous um, uh, place of being able to step up, taking a place and stepping up so that others that's going through the same changes,
Hmm.
it's a constant change, um, may have a better idea, a better pulse on how to deal with,
Hmm.
such a tragedy, such, gruesome news. You follow me? That you can't never wake up to.
Mhm.
It's that nightmare that you never wake up to. So with that, bro,
Again, family, we're here, the best live ever. What we love, we laugh,
and
and
we
we learn
learn.
how to live our best lives.
Yes.
Yeah, together.
Mhm.
Again, we have the lovely Miss Reese in between us, right? And a special place, not only just between us and our hearts as well, because
Mhm.
hey, we know and understand that this is what this is about. This
Mhm.
is about us loving on one another
Mhm.
and learning how to deal with our situations,
Mhm.
whether bro say favorable or
Unfavorable.
unfavorable.
It's still a lesson,
It's still a
and
lesson.
if you don't learn it,
Yeah,
you got to go through it again until
exa-
you learn your lesson.
right,
And it's life. You
right.
follow me? That's what my sister say all
Yeah,
the time, man. I thought it was funny when she brought it up.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah, we just have to understand whatever we go through this life, in this life. If
Mhm.
we don't get the lesson, we have to do it all over again. And I said something to bro earlier today about that. We going around mad and angry at somebody that has wronged us,
Hmm.
but we learn from them wronging us. So therefore, why should we be mad at our teacher? Because they just taught us what not to do. You follow me? Y'all don't get my jokes.
No, we don't. But anyway, again, family. Wait, man, we always in social media with what, bro?
We always in social. Wait, you want to give an account
Yeah.
before we get up out of here? You want to do a
Oh yeah,
summation?
don't forget tell us about your show.
A Mother's
Mm.
Heart.
Okay.
We will be going live this coming Monday. We'll have a guest, Eric Johnson. He'll be giving his story. We're going to try to go live every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram. We start a YouTube channel and tune in.
All right. Tell
All
us a
right.
little bit
Where is
about
it gonna be?
AmothersHeart.com.
The time?
11 o'clock on
11
Monday.
o'clock. Okay
Yes.
then. Right.
Yes, it's
And
coming Monday.
right. And of course, y'all, she beautifies, right? You know what
Man,
I'm saying? And tell us a little bit about your business. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's Glamorous Hair
All
Salon.
right.
Located at 1620 Mall Circle, West Fort Worth. You can go to Glamorous on Instagram. I have a TikTok account, or just DM me. You need some hair services. I specialize in natural hair, healthy hair, color cuts, bead extensions, multicultural.
Okay.
man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Mm.
And make sure you all like, share, and follow this.
Hmm.
A lot of people need this type of talk. I needed this type of talk.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? And I've been uplifted here sitting on the panel and just listening to you know
Mhm.
uh, the experiences that these two were going through. And with that, man, I like to go ahead and shut down social media. I always shut it down with be humble, become more knowledgeable. That way you won't be vulnerable.
Uh-huh. Again, family, thank you guys for coming and sharing this time with us. Again, our lovely queen, Sharice, thanks so much
Thank y'all
uh,
for having
for being here.
me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Again,
You got
uh,
you got
man, listen, we are elated. We are elated, and wow, this is funny. Like I say, coming to your show and listening to your story
Mm-hmm.
for some time later, being a being a potential guest on such a show. Ain't that something, boy? Y'all don't know how the tables will turn. So again, make sure that you love on them. Love on them.
Hmm.
And that's everybody. Again, family. Hey, I always say, we all we got. And we all we need. Love and become lovable.
Bull.
All right, family. Next time, best live ever. 8ish, Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Again, make
Man, if
sure.
y'all won't have anybody that want to come on the show, if you want to be on the show yourself, man, if your child got a straight A report card or a straight F report card, bring them up here. Let me and twin
Not the
mentor
same.
them and see what's going on with it, what's going on in the mind and the psyche, and why we can't move those letter grades up a little bit higher. At least they can get a D for effort.
Bro, I think that you're a
Y'all
little
don't
late,
get
man. I
me.
don't even
Joe.
think they do letters anymore. I think they just do numbers.
They doing
But anyways,
numbers, huh?
family, we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
All right, fam.